Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. February 18th is the last day of the week. We're going to go over some of this price action today, some of our option plays. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We have a Twitter account that you can follow us on at HappyMoneyYT. Link for that. Well, there's a link for that in the description actually, as well as a Discord server, and that's in the description as well. I do want to shout out real quick. Some of you guys have been very generous and have given me donos. Won't say who you are, keep your privacy, but I just want to say what you've said, what your donations have said, and I've really appreciated them. You built a community from Yaz and Stonks that has grown and thrived from the sharing of ideas and knowledge. Well done, sir. Appreciate that one. One more was, it's a marathon. Keep going in a calm way, my friend. That was a good words of wisdom. I like that. It is a marathon. It's a race, not a sprint. Is that what it is? Is that the saying? Anyways, thank you for that, guys. I really appreciate it. What we have with SPY today, kind of a pretty red day actually. Had a pretty epic bounce, but broke through that lower fib level, and like I was saying in yesterday's video, I think this is probably a sign that we're going to keep coming down and probably retest this. We are in the SLD period still, which typically SPY's kind of sold off. I actually don't know how long it lasts. I haven't checked, but once that's over, maybe we'll rally, but before then, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, because this is now, I mean, we've got bearish, we got red under the 9 moving average, big red candle, bearish MACD on the daily here, and it's still, the RSI is still fine. It's not oversold or anything. On the hourly, it was a bit, but it bounced from that. So I got some SPY puts. Decided to give back the casino a little bit. You know, gotta pay the casino to play, something like that. Oh, I think they're gonna have open up Tuesdays and Thursdays on SPY option expiration dates, or SPX. Yeah. Anyways, GameStop looking good still today. Kind of a consolidation day. On the shorter term, I guess we could have seen it come a little bit more with the double top here, and then the RSI divergence, which we called out, but it's shorter time frame, and honestly today I think is very good because it's showing a higher low, in my opinion, which is nice. This is a higher high, this is a higher low, doing the similar thing it did back here. Honestly, higher low, this was a lower high, but just kind of this double hump, shout out Kyoto formation, the M for money. We're doing it at a higher range now, and it's good. It's still trending up for sure. 4 hour, it looks like it did cross over, but again, since we are making this kind of rip and then consolidation, retest, or find support, same thing, and then a higher support, it's good. I like to look at it on the longer time frame. It still looks very nice for this window of money making until earnings potentially, and maybe even crazy money after that if we squeeze from good guidance, or could be anything. NFT marketplace, who knows what's coming up, but I think it's getting close as far as news, announcements, release of new products from GameStop. This price action, it's kind of looking like brain chip. If we kind of grind up next week, which I'm not saying we will or won't, and flatten out here, that'll be very similar to our BRCHP ticker. But typically GME doesn't move like that. Typically upside on GME are extremely violent and aggressive and short-lived, like that was kind of the most stretched out one. But yeah, see this right here, and then the downward moves are the kind of slow, long. GME is like red this year like 80% of the time, I think, and then the greens are just huge. But our price action, we could be kind of in this zone right here if we're looking at previous trough to rip. I'm not holding it to where if it's not doing something that I think I'm gonna flip. But during this rally, kind of had the same grind up mentality before it really started breaking out with those big days, and this one went all the way up until the day before earnings. So maybe that's what we're going to see. Yeah, because we're a month, and this was 6-9. Yeah, that was not a month. So I mean, it could happen towards the end, towards earnings. OPEX was today, so if you want to do that and think it's ripped from that, we could have some next week from the I guess T+2 from OPEX, which would be Wednesday, because Monday is closed. It's gonna be a long weekend. Hopefully you have good plans to do something fun. I didn't do a whole lot today in the options game. Kind of just hung out, watched stuff move around. I was thinking about averaging down. I might still. I spent a lot of the day actually looking at Fidelity and just different strategies and looking at their actual like platform. It's kind of interesting because I think I got a loan and I'll be able to pay off the monthly payment with interest and maybe even double that just on covered calls with GME shares. So I was just looking at different ways kind of to basically strategize, and it was interesting because on GameStop, just holding the stock, if you take it from the 2-year of the back test for 2 years, holding the stock gives you way more returns than if you did cover calls on it, just because of where it was 2 years ago. And because yeah, you see here, 2-year stock return annualized, 1,400%. Their best strategy with covered calls was 665%. If you shorten it up and don't do for 2 years, then it changes it, of course. But yeah, because you can change evaluation time to like 6 months, and then it's when we're all high. GameStop just stayed high, and then it's a little bit different. But anyways, what I did want to show is just how much more you can make on GameStop with covered calls than cash secured puts, which I haven't really thought about before. I was thinking about rolling up cash secured puts up to the squeeze, and I suppose you can, but just looking here, it's kind of interesting to see. I mean, the return is way less, and the amount of capital is going to be pretty similar to buying shares and covered calls. So if you look at this one, it's 153%. That's their best one. And then you can go here, performance chart. Here's the strategy. I mean, given this stock is an anomaly and it ripped up 1,400% or whatever. But if I just did cash secured puts through all of that rip, this would have been the line down here, and then just holding the stock would have been up here. So in that sense, if holding the actual stock and doing cover calls on it is it's a pretty good strat if you do have some big move that's unexpected. So I probably, on my Fidelity account, I have cash secured puts I have on margin, and I will probably be I'm gonna close them today because they expire today, and then going to just buy the shares and do covered calls on it. Yeah, because that's cash secured puts, and then that's covered calls. So given, I mean, yeah, it's not perfect, but this is what this is back tested, so it's kind of interesting. This 2 years back tested, but that's what I've been kind of messing with that, and then bank stuff and loan stuff, and didn't do a whole lot of trades today. Did get that SPY put. It's back to break even. The spreads on SPY I love. It's literally like 1 or 2 pennies. Okay, so also looking at that calculator, I just looked over all of my long term, and it's actually the most beneficial for most of my positions to sell at the money calls and not, 20 delta out the money. So I'm going to start doing that more aggressively on my long term, and I'll show you guys that at some point. Astra. Okay, I rolled a short put on Astra. Looks like it might come down more. Probably rip if it does have that launch at the end of the month. They haven't tweeted about it. There was just that one little news, that one website, which I'm not sure if it's true or not. So rolled that forward for credit, same strike, just up a month. And SoFi. I did the same thing with SoFi. Rolled it up a month and same strike. It looks like it's going to keep coming down. Market looks pretty unstable yet again. Close this one for small loss. Rolled this short put up also, actually, and then sold covered calls on the UWMC. I put UWMC shares in this account yesterday. I'm going to move into the long term and be selling covered calls on it. Bird's doing something really weird today. Oh, SPY's dumping. Got 30 minutes left. That's a big candle. Might be news. Birds was like, I don't know. I can't explain this. I don't know what happened here. This was birds today. I mean, it's not like it's low volume, or it's just like literally barcoding. That's crazy. I don't know if something happened or what, but that's birds. GameStop, still looking good. It actually held up today pretty well against the SPY. If you look, so this whole time the SPY was coming down. GME only came down to here and then kind of rallied and stayed flat. Let's see, is that 11:30? Yeah. See, look, 11:30. SPY kept coming down. GME held up and then even rallied some. And then when it had the momentum of the SPY ripping at 1:30, it took that with it. So good little hedge here on the SPY on the market. I think if the market comes down heavy, of course, it's going to carry GME some, but when the volatility slows up, GME can kind of do its own thing. But today it's pretty much just follow the SPY on the big downs and the big ups. When it goes slow like that, though, I can see it. It's right here. It's inversing. And maybe that's the time of day. Maybe something different's happening that time of day, but I'm not sure. SLD period. Maybe it's over actually next week or this week. It might be over soon. But yeah, next week and the week after, and really all the way up until the 22nd, that Tuesday, I am hyped for GameStop. Our positions, Tesla bearish plays up a little bit. I might average into some of these before close. They're not down a whole lot, and I have really quite a bit of exposure already. So I'll probably just leave it. But that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for the donuts, really appreciate it. And if you want to join as a member, you can get a special member role on our Discord and that sort of thing. Just unlock that stuff. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you on Discord. Have a good weekend. It's going to be a long one. I'm sure there'll be lots of crazy FUD on Super Stunk to read. Okay, peace out.